it should not be 18. Okay, so there should not be 180, there should be 80. So 8x1 plus 8x2 plus s2, this is equal to 80. Now we have to solve this problem. In order to solve this problem, what actually our requirement is that, so these things in the industry, we have to find the optimum solution actually need to be produced in order to get this type of variables into the particular number. So here I have prepared one initial table. So tables, if you see the top table, top of the table, CJ is there. CJ means what is the coefficient of x1, x2 and s1, s2. That coefficient already I have written at the top. So 12, 16, 0, 0. Next column solution is there and last column ratio is there. Now below the CJ, that is basic variable. And here constraint, basic constraint, coefficient of basic variables in the first column. Coefficient of basic variables.
Hello, sir.
What to
Hello,
do?
sir.
Hello, hello,
Your
hello.
screen is
Screen
not
is not
visible, sir.
visible.
Screen is not visible. Might be Wi-Fi problems. Now I will have to take you on my mobiles. Okay. Yeah. Hello, hello. Visible or not?
Visible.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Ah, visible. So simplex method problem is there under maximum conditions. So here 12x1 plus x 16x2 subjected to conditions I have given. So next step is addition of slack variables. Addition of slack variable in order to convert inequality into equality. Means above equation greater than or less than symbols are there. So you convert the symbol into equal. In order to make that equal, we have to add slack variables, that is s1 and s2 and its coefficient, that is the 0. After that we come to this second constraint, that is the 10x1 plus 20x2 plus slack variables number 1. Second equation slack variable s2 number 2, and that is equal to 80. So instead of 180 there should be 80. Now prepare these tables. So one table, this left hand side, that is coefficient of our basic variable. Cj is there and basic variables are there. In Cj, In this, in front of this, you have to write. Huh? So in this, CJ, that is the 126000 in top row, 121600. From where we have got this first equation? First equation, 12 is there for x1, 16 is there x2, so 00. And one column is their solution, and last column, that is the ratio. Okay. Once again, below this you can write x1, x2, s1, s2. Okay. And below the Cj, you can write basic variable s1, s2, like this basic variable. Now you have to prepare the chart like this way by using the above equation. See that in operation research, whatever the problems are there, initially you have to convert into this equation what actually we have taken initially. That is called linear programming formulation. After formulation, how to solve this problem? For this, we are using this method. Now, first table you have to prepare like this way. So, once again, I will repeat in first column, that is CB, that is the basic variable coefficient. Then CJ, basic variables. So on the top row, you can write here 12, 16, whatever the coefficient is there. So then you can write here. After that, next equation, S1, S2 is there, and related value is 120 and 80 in the solution problem. Okay, this is about the chart. Now, what is x1 value in constraint? That is a 10. You can write here 10 in front of SO row. Then what is value of x2? 20. Then what is value of s1? What is the value of s1? There should be, what is the value of s1? So here s1, in first equation, s1 is there. What is it? The coefficient 1, and s2 should be 0. In front of s2, that is 8, 8 for s2, s2 the coefficient of s1 is 0, and for s2 it is 1, is equal to 80, 120. Okay, so this is the equation. Go ahead, sir. ఇది కేబుల్ వైర్లెస్ కేబుల్ నాకు కనెక్ట్ కాలేదు. This will convert okay. So have you got the concept how to make this table? Anybody can get my answer? Is it able to understand simplex method, how to make this table, what is the equation? So whenever problem is there, first we convert into the equation under maximum conditions, write constraint and prepare the table. Up to here it is clear, or still anybody having any doubt? Because these problems are very critical and more time consuming problems are there, but if you understand, then it is very easy. So up to here it is clear. Anybody? Hello? Anybody having any doubt up to here? Hello?
No, sir. No, sir.
No doubt at all. Okay. So like these tables you have to prepare. Then next procedure, we have to find out the key element and key column. Key element and key column in this table. Okay. So how to find out key element and key column? So in order to find this, first of all, we have to find out ZZ. So ZZ, what is the coefficient of basic variable? For both it is 0, correct? So 0 into 10 plus 0 into 8, addition of this is the 0. Once again I will repeat, CB is there. In the CB column, zero zeros are there. Okay. So that column, you can go for multiplication of the each row and column, what are the elements we have written. For example, below x1, 10 is there. And our CB is the 0. So 0 into 10 plus 0 into 8. What is the answer? 0. Similarly, 0 into 20 plus 0 into 8. What is the answer? 0. Similarly, 0 into 1 plus 0 into 0, answer is 0. Next, 0 into 0 plus 0 into 1, answer is 0. So like this way, we have to calculate ZZ. Correct? So once again, I will repeat. CB is there, the basic variable coefficient, 0, 0. So that 0, you have to go for multiplication of the each column of this our first variable. First variables, that is 0 into 10 plus 0 into 8, addition of this, that is the 0. Then 0 into 20 plus 0 into 8, this additional value is 0. So, so like this way, we have to calculate 0, 0, 0, that is the Z. Okay. Now, next, the last row is there. ZZ minus CJ minus ZJ. So what is CJ in first column? CJ, that is a 12. What is ZJ? 0. What is the last answer? That is the 12. That is the 12 answer. Just I will adjust the slide. Sorry. Table. टेबल में दिखा रहा हूँ. Okay. So here last row, the answer 12, how we have got that Cj minus ZC. What is the Cj? You can see in the top, that is 12 is there. 12 minus 0, that is the 12. 16 minus 0, 16. And here, what is this? Yes, 1. What is this? 0 minus 0, 0. Then 0 minus 0, this is the 0. Okay. So this is the Cj minus ZC. And the corresponding value is given distribution 120 and 8. Okay. So this is the our third step. Now after this, we have to go to uh, how to find the key column and key element in this table. So at the bottom you can see ZJ, CJ minus ZJ. What is the maximum value? That is 16. So you can select the 16 is the maximum value. So this is your column, key column. So you can just make the dotted line here. What actually I have shown in that it contains 20 and 8. After this, so right hand side in this ratio, what is actually maximum value in this? That is the 20. So 120 divided by 20, this is the C. Okay, this is your 6. Similarly, here 80 divided by maximum value in that row, that is the 8. So in this ratio, which ratio is the minimum related to row 1? Okay, because the answer is 6, and related to the next row answer is 10. So you can select this 6 as the row. So you can make this row dotted. So we have selected one column and one row, and at the junction, which elements you will get, that is your key element. So in this equation, 20 is the key element. And what is actually key columns? The 20, 80 key column, and key row is there 10, 20, 1, 0, 1, 20, like this. Okay, so this is the selection method of key element, key column, and key row. Okay, so now at this uh, situation, you can see at the bottom whatever Cj, Zj we have got. This is actually positive. For maximum condition, what is our rule that we see, and minimum condition, what is our rule that we see. Here in this table, optimum condition. What is the actual optimum condition? Optimum condition for maximize profit, Cj minus Zj, this should be less than equal to 0. Means it should be minus of 0 or maximum condition. Means in our previous table, if you see this table, there 12 and 16. These value are positive. But what actually we are expecting? 12 and 16, these values should be negative or 0 as per my maximization condition. Here I have written optimality condition for maximum all Zj, all Cj minus Zj that less than equal to 0. For minimum, this is greater than equal to 0. So this is the interpretation number 1. Now, how to make this table number 2nd? So as usual, you have to make this table. This is coefficient of basic variable in our left side. Cj is there as it is, basic variable as it is, solution and ratio should be there. Inside value we have to calculate in this next table. So how to calculate inside value? Here, first 20, that is key element. In this equation, 20, this is the key element. Now you have to divide this 20 by each element. It's 10 divided by 20, 20 divided by 20, 1 divided by 20, 0 divided by 21, 20 divided by 20, like. So you will get one value. So here 10 divided by 20. How much? 1 by 2. Then 20 divided by 20, how much? 1. 1 divided by 20, 120. After that, 0. And 120 divided by 20, that is a 6. So this is our first row. Okay, this is our first row. Now, which row columns key element is there in previous equation? X2. So you have to here's entering variable and leaving variable. So here instead of S1 there should be X2 because this S1 is the leaving variable and X2 is entering variable and corresponding coefficient is your 16. Okay, so here 16 is there. So because the key element occurs in the uh, junction of the column and a row below the X2. So S1 will get replaced by X2. So here it is 16 X2 and after that corresponding value is the 1 by 2. How we calculate 1 by 2? Means that key element you have to divide by each element in that row. So 10 divided by 20, 1 by 2, 20 divided by 21, 1 divided by 21 by 20, 0, and next is 1, 120 divided by 20, that is 6. So this is our first row. Now here I have to calculate this second row value. Second row value. How to calculate second row value? So see the previous table. So second row value. So here 8 is there. 8 in second row value. 8 is there. So in the next column, means in next column, how to calculate the value? Means instead of 8, what should be there? In order to calculate this, there is basic one formula. Original value in that row or column minus corresponding row value into corresponding column value divided by key element. So see that in this table 8 is there, 8 is the original value, correct? Minus corresponding row value 8 and corresponding column value 10. So 8 minus 8 into 20 into 10 divided by 20. So what is the answer here? 4. So you can write here in this column it is 4. See that it is 4. So how we get this 4? It is very simple. Once again I will repeat. Original value minus corresponding column value into corresponding row value divided by key element. So now I want to change the value in place of 8 in our next tables. How we have got here 4. So what is the original value? 8 minus corresponding row value 8 corresponding column value 10 divided by key element 20, we get the 4. Correct. Similarly, for second row, so here is second row. What is there? 8. Now 8. How to calculate uh, value in place of 8? Original value 8 minus corresponding row value, that is also 8, corresponding column value 20, correct? So 8 into 20 divided by key element 20, answer is the 0. So you can write here 0. Here should be 0. So here 4 0. After that, next third, see the previous table. What is your original value? 0. Correct? 0 minus what is corresponding uh, row value 8 into column value 1 divided by key element 20. 8. So 0 minus 8 into 1 divided by 20. Whatever answer you get, that is your answer is here. That is the minus 2 by 2. Minus 2 by 5. Okay. Similarly, you can calculate also here 1. Correct. Similarly, here in the solution value also you can calculate what is the row value here. So here row value is there 80. Okay. So 80 minus corresponding row value 8 and corresponding column value 120 divided by key element. Whatever answer you get, that is your 30. So this answer is your 30. So like this you can calculate the each value of second row. This is the table number 1. This is the table number 1. Okay. So up to here it is clear. Is it able to understand through this explanation? If we will on the blackboards, then it is very easy. But by explanations, whether everybody is getting these things or not, I don't think. But even though uh, we are not able to understand, please ask. Okay. So this is the our uh, table. Second table is there. Now, after this, we can calculate ZJ and CJ minus ZJ. After this, we have to calculate CJ minus ZJ, and after that, you can see. Now, here in this table, uh, once again, you can go through multiplication and addition. So, CB, that is 16 into 120, 1 by 2, 16 into 1 by 2, 8, plus what is there? 0 into 4. So the answer is 8 here. Answer is 8 for Z. Now second, 16 into 1 plus 0 into 0, that is 1. So last answer is 16. Correct? So 16 into 120 plus 0 into minus 2 by 5. If you add this, you will get answer 4 by. Similarly, in the last column, so like this way, you can calculate it. Means each CV you have to go for multiplication. Once again, I will repeat how to calculate ZJ. In CB column, what value is there first? 16. So 16 into 1 by 2 plus 0 into 4. If you make that addition, whatever answer is there, that you have to write in ZJ. Similarly, 16 into 1 and 0 into 0, last answer is 16. So like this you can calculate Z. Now after that, Cj minus Zj. So what is the Cj here? Cj, that is 12, and what is Zj? 8. So answer you will get 4. Similarly, for next, that is the 16. 16 minus Zj, that will get answer is the 0. 16 minus 16, 0. After that, next ZJ 4 by 2, and CJ, what is the CJ in that? 0. So 0 minus 4 by 2. Similarly, you can calculate 0 like this behaves, what is Cj 0, Zj equal to 0, Cj minus Zj. So you can observe the last this row Cj minus Zj. What is our constraint? Constraint for maximum condition Cj minus Zj, it should be equal to 0 less than 0. Now 4 is greater than 0, 0 is equal to 3. Next minus 4 by 2 is less than 0. Last is 0. So again here optimal condition is not we have got optimal condition. Once again we can repeat the same procedure for the same table. Okay. Now in this table select which is the maximum. Once again we have to go for key element, key column, key row and key column and key element. Okay, so how to calculate the key row, key column and key element? Initially you can go to the maximum, select the maximum. So at the bottom Cj minus Zj, at the bottom 4 is the maximum, so you can select that column. Okay, after that in order to row, in order to decide the row, what is here, whatever value is there 32, in that you have your maximum. Okay, so 6 minus 1 by 2, 6 minus 1 by 2, correct? So here it is 12 and 30 minus 4 is 8. So 12 and 8 out of this, 12 and 8 out of this, which is the least value 8. So you can select the second row. So second row and first column, key element that is 4. Key element that is 4. Now you can divide this 4 into each element in the same row. Correct? So after dividing, next table you will get. The next table is there. This is the next table. In this table, so first of all, we can calculate this value of x2, x1, x3 and dividation of the minimum and maximum here. Okay. Now here key element is 4. Okay. So in this 4 divided by 4 to each element. The second column we have to divide it by 4 to each element. So here second column, but here uh, reveal variable is x1 because key element we will get is x1. So reveal variable x2 will go, and instead of x2 there will be 12 and corresponding uh, this variable is x1, and after that you have to divide by 4. So here 1 0 minus 1 by 2 minus 4 and 8, last column 8, correct? So 4 divided by, so 32 divided by 4, 8 will be there. Okay, so like this you will get this value. Now we have to find out the remaining value by using our previous rule. Let us see here x2. So x2 in this original value is 1 by 2 minus corresponding row value 1 by 2 and column value is 4 divided by the key element. After multiplication you will get the 0. So here you can write the 0. This column you can write it. Now second that x2 is there 1. original element is the 1. So corresponding 1 minus corresponding row value and column value. So 1 into 0, so 1 minus 0 into 1 by 2 divided by 4. So answer that will go. This is the zero. Similarly, you can calculate value below the S1 and S2 and in the last column. And after that, you can calculate ZZ. So ZZ, how we get the ZZ? ZZ. How you can calculate ZZ? Original value. So here we have calculated is how we have calculated the corresponding value of original and correct. So element. So as usual, you can calculate ZZ here. After ZZ, you can calculate CJ minus ZJ. So here 12 minus 12, it is 0. Then 16 minus 60, that is 0. And last is minus 5 and minus 1. So if you observe this last row, that is CJ minus ZJ, all values are 0 or minus. So then we'll say that the solution is optimum. Okay, so here instead you can see the solution at last. You can see the solution. In the solution 2 and 8 is there. So in place of this x2 you can write 2, and in place of x1 you can write 8. So whatever our previous equation is there, so if you write here x1 and x2 value, x1 that is equal to 8 and x2 that is equal to 2. So optimum solution is 128. So this is the conditions for maximizing of profit. Means there should be x1 number should be 8 and x2 number should be 2. Then and then you will get the maximum profit of 128. This is the things related to the simplex method. Okay, so I think it is uh, little bit uh, problems to understand because here actually calculations need to get on the blackboard, then is very nice thing. But unfortunately, we don't have the blackboard. But even though we'll go for revision of the same problem, and we'll try to understand this problem. So I think our time is over. So now we'll stop here. Next lecture, first division of the same problem, and then we'll go to the next problem. Okay, thank you. Stop, stop.